A very good morning to all of you. Well, I'll be talking briefly about LMS and MSME aspect. So just to introduce you to what we are talking about LMS, the learning management systems. So this industry at this moment is valued around about 17.8 billion US dollars. And by 2035, it will be close to $77 billion, with a projected growth of around about 17 to 20%. And in India, we are at this moment at somewhere around 771 million US dollars. So that's something about learning management systems. Learning management systems obviously very adaptable, very comfortable, will do help all the learners to understand things, all the learners to understand things at their own pace. That's a very important aspect. They facilitate you to learn in such a way that you can comprehend everything with clarity. आप हर चीज आसानी से समझ सके, आप हर चीज अपनी रफ्तार के हिसाब से समझ सके, अपनी पेस के हिसाब से समझ सके, और आप हर चीज को उस समय करें जब आपका माइंड फ्री हो. This learning should go on when you are actually dedicated towards it, not when you are distracted by other things. So there's a difference in that, because if we somewhere tell you to study something or understand something or build up something, you may have other problems on hand, you may have other issues on hand, which you would like or which you would feel are far more important than the learning process. So LMS, actually this is self-paced learning, which helps you understand and build up things in times to come. Now, when I talk about LMS and learning aspects, now the second aspect is why should we do it? We are entrepreneurs, we are owners of companies, we have our own labor working with us. Why should they have this learning aspect and why it should grow? One very important, and these are various studies done at the top-notch institutions of the world, that's right from Harvard to other IIMs and other institutions, which always reflect on the fact that at least 10 to 20% of your queries get changed or are minused out or fizzled out once a student or an employee comes out from a training program. That training could be on various aspects. आपके HR के रिलेटेड हो सकती है, आपकी प्रोडक्ट नॉलेज के रिलेटेड हो सकती है, आपकी मेंटल स्ट्रेस के ऊपर वो ट्रेनिंग हो सकती है या वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो सकती है, वर्कशॉप हो सकती है उसके ऊपर, मेंटल स्ट्रेस के ऊपर, हेल्थ इश्यूज के ऊपर. But 10 to 20% of your problems of your labor or your employees get taken care of or they fizzle out. So that is a very important aspect. And another 20% of queries which were going up to the top, bottom to top, they also end. So that's a very important aspect. There are various studies which have proven it. And in a nutshell, if I would like to say, there is a skill enhancement of 40 to 50%. There's a skill enhancement of 40 to 50% if people upgrade their skills, or if they go for trainings, if they attend the workshops, and if they regularly try to build upon it. So two important aspects. LMS, obviously, your skilling aspect or your problems that you're facing, या जो भी इशू आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में होते हैं, आपकी फैक्ट्रीज में या आपकी जो भी आपके इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं या जो भी आपकी कंपनीज हैं वहाँ पे होते हैं. Now coming to the third aspect, that is MSME. Obviously, Dr. Sanjay Pradhan spoke about it, Alokji and the AFC is here. He spoke about it, so they are more competent to talk about MSMEs. But we all understand the crucial role that they play in our growth of our country. That's a very, very crucial role. And what our Honorable Prime Minister has been talking about, जो हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री कहते हैं विकसित भारत 2047 की तरफ जिस तरह से हमने जाना है, तो MSMEs will have even far more critical role to play in times to come. ये और भी ज्यादा क्रूशियल और क्रिटिकल रोल प्ले करने वाले हैं. अब पॉइंट ये आता है कि हमें वी हैव टू सी टू इट under the changing economic scenario, under the changing world scenario, under the aspects of various, I'll say, problems or various issues that we are grappling with around the world. How do we see that our MSME structure or our MSME growth is not hampered at all? We had two very important deals in past few months. One was the mother of all deals, and other was father of all deals. So mother of all deals which we did with the EU, and father of all deals that we did with US. So the mother of all deals, if we look at it again with the EU, the perspective that we are changing. For past so many years or decades, what was that we, for example, if we take education, it was just taken as one of the exchange programs. उसमें यही होता था, यहाँ से कोई डार्ट फेलोशिप पे चला जाएगा, या ये फेलोशिप पे चला जाएगा, या कॉमनवेल्थ फेलोशिप पे चला जाएगा, यही काम चलते रहते. But up from just being an exchange program, it has become an economic program. That means how we can get more students from other countries rather than European countries. We are not just looking at brain drain. We are not just reversing the brain drain, but we are looking at getting students, getting revenue from European countries. So that's what the perspective is all about. We are changing. We are changing. The country is changing. The country is evolving in a very positive manner. But the fact that how do we look at MSMEs now? We need to see to it that they are skilled and they are upskilled, and there is learning and there is relearning and there is unlearning. All this goes on during the tenure of that employee with your organization. That means right from when he joins, somewhere around 18 years or 19 years or 20 years or 21 years with your organization. जब वो join करते हैं, वहाँ से उनकी retirement तक, उनकी learning, unlearning, relearning, upskilling has to go. Now the fact is that classroom teaching or teaching in brick and mortar institutions is getting very costly. And Government of India also understands. We also understand that this is something which is becoming very, very costly. And we have to see to it. And it's just not because that we are putting in infrastructure or we are paying the professors and all that. But IIM में बैठे हैं तो opportunity cost भी होगी. So within the same time, that traveling cost, the traveling time that we are spending and the other things that we are spending upon, which could have been saved upon. If that individual was talking online, for example, Pradhanji was just referring towards somebody from US is going to interact with all of you and one professor from there and he's going to train you. So imagine coming to India, spending time over here, the tickets and everything, but also the time that he spent within that time, how much more he could do while he was still in US. So that's an important aspect. So we have to understand that we have to facilitate MSMEs, but we also have to facilitate them in such a manner that their employee time is not lost. And as I was talking about, it has to be self-paced. It has to be at a pace where the employee understands. और हर एक की स्पीड सेम नहीं होगी. क्लासरूम में हम एक तरह से टीच करते हैं, सब बच्चे बैठे हैं, पढ़ रहे हैं, उसके बाद वो कोर्स खत्म हो गया, 10 दिन, 20 दिन, 50 दिन, एक महीना, एक साल के बाद किसी को समझ आया, पूरा किसी को नहीं आया. क्योंकि टीचर के साथ वेवलेंथ मैच करना एक कई बार मुश्किल भी हो जाता है और टीचर उस वेवलेंथ पे पढ़ाता है. Being a teacher, I can vouch for it that I teach at that pace where I see this is the average pace of the class. So somebody will be below that average. कोई उसमें बहुत पीछे भी हो सकता है. उसको कैसे मैच करूंगा? But as an individual, I have to do justice with all the students. So that's how I do it. Now the fact is that this LMS, skilling and MSME would go hand in hand in times to come. And this is how we are planning, we are working towards it, and this organization, ESG, is very keen on this, and we are looking forward that how we can collaborate with them in times to come. I come from Consortium for Education Communications, CEC. अगर आप Google कर लेंगे, we are a higher education digital arm of the country. We have our own DTA channels. We run 7, to be precise, 7 DTA channels, and we have live lectures going on. आपके लिए एक बड़ा important channel होगा क्योंकि आप business background से हैं. इसका नाम है पुटल्य. तो आप इसे Google कर लीजिएगा, आपको पता चल जाएगा. We uplink it from Ahmedabad. इसको हम अहमदाबाद से चलाते हैं. We have 20 centers around the country. We call them as educational multimedia research centers. And as a director, I sit in New Delhi, and from there we manage. And we have these DTA channels. MOOCs के बारे में आपने सुना होगा. Massive online open courses. स्वयं प्रभा. ये दो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के इनिशिएटिव्स हैं. स्वयं के अंदर MOOCs आते हैं, स्वयं प्रभा के अंदर DTA channels आते हैं. Total 40 odd DTA channels are which are related to education, which are working around the country. So we feel that that in times to come, we need cost-effective, AI-enabled, and mobile-based LMS so that you could study or your employees could study or your employees could upskill. Sorry, I'm using the word study. बच्चों से बात करने की आदत हो गई है. So I would say learn and upskill yourself in times to come. And that is what government is also thinking of. Government has already taken lots and lots of initiatives on this. There are, but the only fact is that we have to popularize them, we have to disseminate information regarding them, and we have to facilitate all of you in getting enrolled and working and studying and using them. They are very cost effective, and that's where the role of such organization comes. जिस तरह संजय प्रधान जी ने जिस तरह से इसको लीड कर रहे हैं और जिस तरह से बिल्डअप कर रहे हैं, all his team members, that's very credible, and I really appreciate that. I'll be here for some time, but after that also you all can get in touch with us, how we can help you, how we can work forward. But the point is that अगर आपको अपनी productivity बढ़ानी है, skilling is the most important aspect, and you have to see to it that your employees, you as owners, keep upgrading your skills. That is a very, very important aspect. Thank you to the organizers for giving me time over here to speak. Thank you to everyone, and thanks a lot for listening. Jai Hind, Jai Hind.